What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another Marvel Rivals video. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing the gameplay that I had just the other day when I was playing Cap. I love playing Cap. He's really fun. Like, a lot of people have been playing him recently thanks to the new skin that's coming out in the Battle Pass, so if you haven't seen it, go check that out. I have a video of, like, the Battle Pass that's coming out and everything. But yeah, I did a video on this match that I did, a thrower. That was just crazy, so crazy. But make sure you guys go check out w.gg. That's dubby.gg, and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 20% off, and that's only for the next couple days. Okay, so use my code TacticalGaming90. That's uppercase T, uppercase G, and or use my link that will be in the comment section down below, pinned comment, or you can use the link that's on my channel, right? On my page, on my profile and all that. Go there, you can use my link, and that should take you directly to Dubby. You get 20% off for this small amount of time currently for this week. So next couple days, probably today and tomorrow. So if you're seeing this, go check out Dubby. You guys get 20% off, I get a 20% kickback, they get, more business. Win-win for everybody. But yeah, this was a fun match. I did like 20 eliminations, 4 assists, 1 death on my end. Like, damage was great. Damage blocked was great. I did more damage blocked than our Devil Dinosaur, which was kind of funny. I was very surprised on that, to be honest. But this was a great and fun match as Cap. And that's the thing, as playing as, like, a Vanguard. And it doesn't matter what Vanguard you're playing as. If you do not have a decent team, whether it be like DPSs or healers on your team, you're going to have a hard time being a tank. Like, you really are. And it sucks. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's really easy to play tank and technically healer. It just comes down to understanding your role, right? DPS is hard because you have to pay attention to how squishy you are, because as a DPS, you're very squishy. You're very, very squishy. Headshots can eliminate you almost instantly depending on who's doing it, like Hawkeye. But yeah, like, this was a fun match. This was a really good match. But hopefully everyone's having a great season so far. I mean, I've been seeing and hearing a lot of interesting things, and not on the good end of this season, sadly. Seems that this season has been a little bit more sexist and racist than the last season, which is interesting. And I'm kind of not surprised, considering it's on the height of, releasing a new character, and for some reason all the pro players have an issue with this character. They think releasing Devil Dinosaur has made the game less serious and more like Fortnite, which is really stupid, because, I mean, they had no issue with the Gooner skins that they've been releasing. Matter of fact, they've loved the Gooner skins. As far as I know, they didn't really have an issue with Jeff, other than the fact that they see Jeff as, like, a non-healer and more of, like, a DPS issue, right? So it's like, how does adding Devil Dinosaur make it less serious? And how is it these pro players, right, are so up their butt with their head that they don't quite understand that they wouldn't be in the position they're in and be able to have the opinion that they have if it wasn't for casual players? And the fact that they have issues with people like Clouded Rio and other content creators who are actually siding, like, I mean, they're siding with both people. They understand both sides, but what they're trying to get the pro players to understand is it's not all about you guys. It quite literally is about the entire community, okay? And that's the problem with these pro players. Their influences quite a bit of the community's actions, such as how people act in the community. Whether it be the toxicity that's in the community on, like, how you play and who you play as. Like, so many pro players have issues with Jeff, Magic, Wanda, and a few other characters, to the point to where their fan base will just instantly hate those characters just because they don't like those characters. And the thing is, I'm one of those people that will say that any character can be a good character as long as you practice with them and you're good with them, right? Like, a Black Widow, I've seen some shitty Black Widows, right? But I've seen some really good Black Widows. Like, really good. I've seen some people play Jeffs excellent, and I've seen people play Jeff shitty, okay? I've seen people do excellent as Wanda, and I've seen people do trash as Wanda. It does not matter the character. It comes down to you. and your skill set with that character and how often you play that character. The more you play them, the more likely you are to get better with them. And that is the issue I have with these pro players. They go, oh, well, this character's trash because they don't do enough damage and they're a DPS. Or, you know, they're a tank, but yet they're so squishy as this tank. Or whatever be their issue in their reasoning to sit there and badmouth a character instead of just being like, hey, baby, just practice with that character, learn skill sets, learn when to get in, when to get out, you know, derive, like, techniques with characters. Instead of, oh, well, because they're this, you shouldn't play them. It's like, really? Really? Come on now. And that derives toxicity. And then you have all these people going in, sitting there bad-mouthing casual players because they're casual players. It's like, this game would not exist if it wasn't for the casual player base. Because the thing is, if this game was to exist, you quite literally would have to make this a paid game. Meaning, you have to go and buy this game or pay a subscription to play this game, right? So unless the pro players want that to happen, they might want to stop, because guess what? Eventually, if NetEase keeps letting these pro players say the stupid crap that they're saying, which, I mean, an opinion is an opinion, but when they're doing it in the name of NetEase and they're being promoting NetEase and the game of Marvel Rivals, is not making them look good. And it's making the fan base and or new and or current fan base just not play the game. Now, you're not seeing massive drop off yet, but if it keeps going poorly, which I mean right now it's going good because Devil Dinosaur, right? But that's the issue. With what happens after this season, or by the time season 8.5 starts, or the half season or whatever you want to call it, right? Depending on when that happens, or what happens in between then, with Devil Dinosaur and how they go about the balancing issue and like who they're gonna end up like making happy. Are they gonna make the pro players happy by getting rid of Devil Dinosaur's shield, or like making him take more damage with headshots, or you know, whatever they're complaining about him, or you know, whatever? Because I mean, granted, is he gonna need to be balanced? Probably, in a way, but so far I have been Devil Dinosaur. I've played him quite a bit. I've put, I think, 3.2 hours into him. Not a whole lot. But the thing is, you can get him. If you dive him, you can get him. If you're not getting chomped by Devil Dinosaur and you have one or two people who are hitting him from a distance, you can get Devil Dinosaur. He is not hard. Good teamwork. And pro players should have decent teamwork, so they shouldn't have issues with Devil Dinosaur. The only reason why they have an issue with Devil Dinosaur is because the casual players love him. And every single time the casual players love a character, every single time, like I say, the pro players sit there, unify, and say, oh, we need to sit there and make content telling NetEase that they need to change this quick, or I'm just going to play Overwatch, or I'm just not going to play this game no more. It's like, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. But yeah, that was a fun match. Kicked butt. And I got MVP on that one. So it's like, heck yeah. MVP cap. What's up? But yeah, that was it for that one. That was a great gameplay. Had fun doing that match. I love matches like that. I don't mind losing, right? Especially if the enemy team is really good. If the enemy team is really good, losing does not bother me none. But what bothers me is when you end up with teammates who deliberately throw the game, like I had with a video I just recently did with this Devil Dinosaur character, just decided to just throw the game. It's like, why? It's quick match. Why are you throwing the game? Like, it makes no sense. But it's getting to the point to where NetEase needs to make up their minds. Because if this is going to be a free-to-play game, with their microtransactions that they have, which honestly their microtransactions and how they go about it is not a bad way of going about it. But lost train of thought. My wife did something funny. But with the balancing issues aren't a problem. What they need to do is decide whose opinions are just as valid. 'Cause I think both opinions are valid, right? But when you're looking at it straight across the board, when you're looking at the numbers, right? And you're weighing it out, the many outweigh the few. And I'm talking about the casual players. There's more casual players than pro players. So NetEase, There's nothing wrong with making comp a little bit more balanced for the pro players, and there's nothing wrong with keeping everything the way it is with quick match. If you do it that way, you can keep both sides very happy. But the thing is, you need to stop pandering solely and strictly to what the pro players want. They're always wanting more DPSs. They're always wanting more damage for the DPSs. They're always wanting tanks to be nerfed. Stop it. Stop listening to everything they say. If your pro players disappear, find other people who want to be pro players. Reach out to other content creators. Look for people who are out there. There's loads of them. There's loads of players out there. I have said it in a past video, and I would love to be like a paid content creator for Marvel Rivals. I love this game. Like, I love this game. Are there things that irritate me about it? Yeah. And it's not even like the game that irritates me. It's the individuals in the game that are doing it, right? Individuals that irritate me in the game, not the game itself. I love how they do the heroes. I love how they do their events. I love how they do their battle pass. I mean, I would like to join in esports and do stuff like that. That'd be fun as hell. But at the same time, with how toxic the esport community is of generally any game, because these people have such a huge opinion on themselves, and because they go, oh, well, I'm so good, I'm awesome. All you do is play video games. If you did anything else like a normal human being, yeah, you probably would be just like the rest of us, a casual player. But yeah, just crazy. Just insane. So hopefully it kind of rounds itself out. I am waiting, maybe because it's the 21st. I might do some comp, because I want to do some comp. I want to get in there. I want to get to gold so bad, but I want to get to platinum. Like, I want to get to gold 1. That's my number 1 goal. I want to gold 1. I want to get to platinum. I want to get to diamond. I want to get up there, right? I want to get up there. But, yeah, I digress. It comes down to having a good team and good luck on this game, especially when you play solo. If you play solo, oh my god, good luck. And a lot of these pro players act as if they do it solo when they more than likely don't. And, once again, I don't play pro. I don't even watch any of these pros, other than sometimes I've seen some of their videos or their ex-tweet thingies saying how, like, they're going to quit the game and shit. It's like, just go away then if you're going to quit. You leave, someone's going to take your spot. No one cares. Like, you are replaceable. Then that's what these pro players need to be told and taught. That they can be replaced by another person who's going to be just as good, or at least better for the community. And that's what the community for Marvel Rivals needs, especially if this game is going to last another 5-10 years. Because the thing is, when pro players are saying, oh, this is turning into Fortnite, how much money does Fortnite make? How long has Fortnite been around? Fortnite's been around, what, almost 10 years? Literally, almost 10 years. 2017 is when Fortnite came out. And it's 2026. It's almost been 10 years. So, I mean, it's somewhat of an insult, but somewhat of, an actual compliment. Because if this game can last 10 years, that's good on NetEase. That's great money for NetEase, right? Now, if NetEase wants that kind of, like, wealth and actual, fan base, they need to listen to their casual base when it comes to content. Like, characters they want, stuff like that. And I mean, like, don't go, oh, hey, the fan base says they want this character or they're not going to play. Don't do that. Release who you want, but I'm just saying, if the fan base are talking about certain characters they would love to see, kind of just make a mental note and go, hey, this would be probably good. What season should we release them in? What season would be good? How, like, keep going about it. Like, your guys' creative ideas for the game have been awesome. And, yeah. So, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of a rant that I have. Because anytime I do content, I will be talking about this. I am going to be literally talking about how the pro scene is just a bunch of BS. And it is not as important as the actual normal player base. But hopefully everyone has a good one. Make sure you guys go check out Dubby. There is a 20% off discount right now with my code, TacticalGaming90. So, go to Dubby, or you can go into my comment section down below. It'll be the pinned comment. Use that. Get 20% off. Use my code TacticalGaming90. That's uppercase T, uppercase G, TacticalGaming90. All one word. And you get 20% off. I get a kickback. They get business. Win-win for everybody. So dubby.gg, zero sugar, non-jittery, zero crash energy supplements. Much like Gamer Supps and G Fuel and all those other ones, just zero sugar. So, catch me for the next one, guys. Later.